Welcome to Concept 6, Writing and Evaluating Expressions, including exponents, from a real-world problem. Now you'll recall from Concept 1 earlier that expressions do not have an equal sign and equations do have an equal sign. So here we're working with information and expressions that don't have equal signs. Our first example is Beth has X apps on her iPhone. Tim has 6 less than twice the number Beth has. The expression that we can use to represent the number of apps that Tim has would be, I wrote that out here and we're looking to see what the expression would be. So we don't want anything with an equal sign. We just want to know how many apps Tim has on his phone. So look again back at Concept 1, you'll see that chart. What are the key words here? What are we looking to do? Well, if we're looking at twice the number here, and we know the number Beth has was X. So instead of the number Beth has here, we can substitute X in for that. So let's say we've got twice the number, and remember when we use substitution we put it in parentheses, twice the number Beth has. Tim has 6 less than that. So that's how much Beth has right there is X. He's got 2 times X, but he's got 6 less than that, so we have to subtract 6 from that. Alright, so that's how many apps Tim has, is 2x minus 6. So let's say, for example, Beth had 20 apps on her phone. So we want to evaluate this expression where x equals 20. So we're going to plug 20 in for x. So we've got 2 times 20 minus 6. And again, we're going to use PEMDAS here and evaluate this expression. 2 times 20 is 40. If I take 40 and subtract 6 from that, I get 34. So, if Beth has 20 apps on her phone, Tim has 34 apps on his iPhone. Now we're going to look at the practice problem. The individual price of admission to an amusement park is $25. If you go in a group of 10 or more, the price is $50 plus $10 per person. I want you to first find the expression, or write the expression, and then I want you to find the price of admission for a group of 12 people and a group of 24 people. Pause the video now, hit play when you have solved the problem. Did you get the first expression to be 25p? The second expression to be 50 plus 10 times p? And the price of admission for 12 people to be $170? And the price of admission for 24 people to be $290? If so, you can try practice quiz number 6 now. If not, please continue to watch as we solve this problem. So the first thing we have to do is find out what the expression would be for a group of 9 or less people, because we know if it's 10 or more, it's a different expression. So as we look here, we see the individual price of admission is $25. So each person that comes is going to pay $25. So 9 or less people, we have $25 for every person that comes. So each person that comes needs to pay $25. So we'd have 25 times p. You can choose to put it in parentheses or you can just leave it without parentheses. Either way would be correct because you're going to be multiplying. You could also have the star or the X or the dot, 25 dot P or XP or star P. Any of those mean the same thing. We're multiplying 25 times P because each individual person is going to pay $25. How about if it's a group of 10 or more? First of all, if there's 10 or more people, you have to pay a $50 fee just for showing up. And then each additional person is going to be an extra $10 for every person that shows up. So I have $50 to start with, and I can even do the $50 if I want. Plus I'm adding an extra $10 per person. And just like when we did the 9 or less people, you could still put it in parentheses. You can choose not to. You can have the star, the dot, the X, whatever. For each person that comes, they have to pay $10. So if you had 100 people come, you would multiply 100 times 10 because each of them would pay $10. Now let's look and see what the price would be for 12 people. So I'm basically just going to substitute in the 12 into my expression for P. And then I use PEMDAS, so I have parentheses. I'm multiplying that. 12 times 10 is 120. And I add $50 to that. So my answer is $170 when 12 people attend. And again, I'm sure your handwriting is way better than mine, but you get the gist of what I'm saying. Now I know many of you were thinking, oh, well, if 12 people was $170, then 24 people, I just double 12 and I'd get $340. No, you've got to stop thinking that way. We have this initial cost here of $50. That's $50 no matter how many people shows up. So we can't just say we're going to double it and go from 12 to 24. So we're going to double it and go from 17 or 170, to 340. Doesn't work that way. We're still going to plug it in the same way. Alright, so we're still going to go 50 plus 10 times 24, and we're still going to do our PEMDAS, multiply this first, 240. So you see that's what got doubled. The number of people increased, and that doubled, so that went from 120 to 240. That doubled, but we still have to add in the original cost of $50 that they're adding on to us to join their party here at the amusement park. So my $50 plus the 240, 10 for each person, that's how we get, sorry, I'll erase that equal sign, since this is an expression, not an equation. That's how we get $290 when 24 people attend. You may now go on and try the practice quiz.